The Pixar Coco movie absolutely wrecked me. Like full on tears. And I have never used to be like this. And before I had my daughters, obviously I could watch movies without getting emotional. All the action movie, all the drama movie, I could just watch it easily. But now, with father and daughter scenes, with movies that involve father and daughter, I just completely losing out and get all emotional and tear up. And I know I'm not alone in this. If you're a parent with daughters, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My name is Tony. I'm a single dad of two. I'm just documenting my life on building health, wealth, and relationship in real time while you watch. So in the movie Coco, it's about Mexican tradition and they believe in the afterlife and the present life. And in the afterlife, if someone forgets you and there's no memories of you, you completely fade away and disappear. And so in the present life, it's the daughter right now that's becoming very old and she's about to pass away. And she's the only person that has any memories of her father. And right now he's about to pass away. So Miguel, who is the main character, is trying to get her to remember her father, to remember the father that loved her, to remember the father that just loved her and sang songs to her and everything. And if she forgets who that person is, he's gone forever. And Miguel is trying so hard to make her remember. And luckily, there was a piece of picture of the father he gave to the daughter, and slowly she was smiling. She had like a huge grin when she saw a picture of her father and starting to remember who he was. And so that's when the guy in the afterlife started to not fade away anymore. And something about that scene of the main character begging the daughter to remember her father, it made me tear up. Like I was boiling, crying. The kids were looking at me like I'm crazy and they were trying to understand why I was crying. And it was funny because, like I said, I watched this movie before, but I had daughters, and it was a great movie. But now that I had my daughters, and I had two of them sitting next to me when I was watching the movie, and their young daughters, I'm just like tearing up because yeah, like the daughter is about to forget the father who's about to pass away in the afterlife. And I don't even believe in the afterlife, but it's just the idea that my kids will forget me, or that I'm forgettable, or that I didn't add enough value to their life that they would forget about me. I don't want to be that type of father. I want to be involved in their life. I want to be every step of the way. I want them to remember me as a great dad who supports them, who was a great father, a successful man, and all that good stuff. Like it made me think about legacy and stuff like that, right? And it's such a powerful moment because I do believe legacy is important. I do believe that when I pass away, I'm setting down really good foundation, really good values, and leaving behind good memories with my family, with my kids, with everybody that comes after me and that knows me or that has been a part of my life. And so it just made me tear up like crazy that the daughter was about to forget the father and that he was about to pass away, or his legacy was about to be completely forgotten. And I don't think it's a selfish thing necessarily, because if my goal is to be a great dad and to lead by example, like how is that a selfish thing if I'm leading, if I'm teaching my kids to be good, if I'm teaching my kids to succeed, if I'm teaching my kids to serve the world and to serve other people, right? That's what I'm teaching my kids. And so it's good to leave that legacy behind. Now, another movie, and this is an embarrassing one for me, is the Godzilla movie. I think it's called Godzilla Minus One. And this is not the American one. This is the Japanese one, which is more critically acclaimed. And this movie, it made me tear up too. I was watching this one by myself. But essentially, the pilot was planning to sacrifice himself to go fight Godzilla, right? And he was originally a kamikaze pilot, so he already had this guilt of not killing himself during the back in the wars. And there are other things as well where he felt guilty for. And he and this woman back on his homeland kind of adopted a daughter in a way, right? Because I think the daughter parents passed away when Godzilla destroyed the city in places. And so basically now he had a daughter that, and a woman that he kind of is a part of now and sort of the father figure for and the husband like for. And so the kid basically was crying when the man was about to set off on this basically suicidal mission to fight Godzilla. And so, like, the movie tried to play it off like he's gonna basically kill himself in order to destroy Godzilla, but then he changes his mind. Like, he has so much to live for, especially the daughter now. He doesn't sacrifice himself anymore, right? He did his job to try to fight off Godzilla. Then he went back to his daughter and the woman. And something about that where the daughter was crying for the man to come back to serve as a father figure, I think it hit me. That part really hit me. And once again, it's just like I have so much to live for the kids. I cannot not necessarily be suicidal. I never had those thoughts, but just I cannot be depressed. I cannot be the sad. I cannot be wasting time or thinking that my life is not worth it. Right? I just there's my kids give me so much meaning in life, so much fulfillment in the life that I would never ever think about abandoning them or leaving them behind or X, Y, Z. Like I have to be a part of their life. I want to be a part of their life. And so whatever I could do to come back to it, I'll always do. Right. And so, it's a movie, but it's just the father figure part or the importance of being father figure and then it giving him meaning to come back to be with the daughter who's not even his and be a part of her life. I think it's just absolutely powerful. But those are like two recent movies that have made me tear it up. Real quick, if you're getting value from this, please like and subscribe. It will help the channel grow a lot, so I really appreciate it. So what's the point of me making this video? Well, I just want to show that I guess I'm getting more emotional with these movies now that involves father and daughters. But I think that is really cool to dwell on it a bit, where it's like, yeah, I'm really taking my father figure role as serious as possible. Like I want to be a great dad, right? I want to show the kids that I am there for them and that I truly care for them. Especially I have two daughters, right? Which is very different. Like I'm much more protective, I'm much more supportive. They're my little princess. It just makes me more emotional when it comes to these movies now. And I'm okay with showing that emotion in front of my kids because I think they understand that I am tearing up for them. Like they're the reason why I'm working so hard for them. They're the reason why I care so much about them and the world around them. And then like it serves as a reality check, right? It reminds me, am I being more present enough? Am I spending enough time with them? Am I being supportive enough? Do they have everything they need from me? Can I do a better job in my career, in myself to help serve as a better father, right? Like it's so cool because I don't necessarily get jealous of other father figures now or other fathers that have amazing family because I'm a single dad with a broken family now. I use those as inspiration for me, right? When I see great fathers doing great things, it serves as inspiration for me to do the same, right? I don't see it as a comparison. I don't let it get down on me. Like I see it as a way to do the same for my kids, right? And so I always think about like, okay, let me spend more time with the kids. Let me go read some more books with the kids. Let me go play with them for like 10, 20 minutes or something like that, right? So I try to always put it into my schedule that I need to spend time with my kids, do the homework, do play tag, read some books, draw with them, right? I always try to spend time with them because number one, they're never going to stay young for long. That's number one. Number two is like those moments are absolutely crucial. And no one, everybody that's around me, no one could say how much me and my kids love each other because we play with each other all the time. We talk to each other all the time. And they're only 8 and 5. So it's crazy how much talkative they are to me. Like they talk to me about everything, man. And it's just crazy that I even have two daughters. Like every now I think about it, it's like, man, I have two little girls. I have two little princesses with me. And I'm taking care of them and I'm raising them and all this other stuff. And I have big plans for my kids. Like I want them to crush it as they get older, right? So like my older kid right now is in the gift and talented and we work really hard to get in harder classes to put her in that level. And then my 5-year-old, she's reading a lot because she had a speech problem. And so we thought that she was gonna have a speech delay, and right now she's even doing speech therapist, but she doesn't even need it anymore. She talks all the time now. She knows how to read all the time, and that's because I put in the effort with her. We were reading books nonstop. I recorded videos and everything of her reading, and so she's becoming more confident. But that's because I put a lot of effort with her. I put a lot of quality time with her, and they appreciate it. They absolutely appreciate those things, and I think I have to pat myself on the back in a way where I did those things with them. Like I purposely, intentionally spent time with them to make sure that they are safe, that they are learning, that they are educated, and all this other stuff. And that most important, like they having fun with their dad, right? Because since I'm co-parenting now, like they're not 100% always with me. They are with me most of the time, but not 100%. Even when I drop them off at their mom, they call me like within an hour and FaceTime me, and we start playing Face Up app on the phone, and we just start talking and making funny emojis on the app and FaceTime. I'm just like that's how much we love each other, right? And I just think that's such a beautiful thing, and I don't want to lose that. And I think that's why I get so emotional with all these father and daughter movies now. But yeah, I just want to share that story. I think that it's so funny how emotional I get now, but I think it's worth it because it's a serve as a great reminder to be good to my kids and to be there for them. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that I am the best dad possible. So thank you for watching. My name is Tony Chan. If you want to look at more videos of me documenting my life, check out the end screen coming up next.